Okay, so I have the hitch installed. Okay, I didn't put the pin in yet because I want to show you where it's going to go. So I don't know if you can see that, but in here the pin goes all the way through. Now we're raising the RV because we want to bring this portion up level to this. Then we'll back this up until this ball catches this. So this is William Floyd. He was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. Hi everybody, how you doing? This is Victor from The Retired Guys. I recently went on an RV trip for the last 4 days. I went to Smith's Point out in East Long Island with my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, the Grossos. I had a really, really nice time. I really enjoyed myself. The last trip I took with them was actually at Wildwood, which was also out east. I kind of liked Wildwood a little bit better for the fact that, it had woodlands in the area. You had trees in between the RVs, and it was really kind of nice, and it made you feel, it made you feel cozier with the trees around. This time we went to Smith's Point, which happens to be, it's on the beach, and basically there are no trees. You have the ocean in front of you, and you have basically the bay behind you. It really is beautiful. The sunsets and the sunrises were absolutely gorgeous. I had a really, really nice time. I'm having my morning cup of coffee. This mug I actually got at a diner, which is William Floyd Diner, which was out in Moriches. It's out in Moriches, out in Long Island, but the place that we went to was called Smith's Point. So I had a really, really nice time. Again, this was a learning experience, this RV trip. This was our second. Like I said, we're going to Gettysburg in May next year. Hopefully, my other half, James, will come with me. Hopefully, this will be his first trip in the RV. I think he needs to actually experience the RV. I think even if you're not a camping person, you should give the RV, even if you rent one, just give it a shot. It really is a great experience. You have such a good time, hanging out in nature. You meet a lot of different people that love to help you. It really is a nice time. And I saw no news for 4 days. It was very relaxing. So yeah, so I do like Smith's Point. I do like Wildwood better, but maybe because we also went in October, and Smith's Point is by the water, so it was kind of cold some nights, so I wasn't really used to it, but we did build our fires, and we had a really, really nice time. What I was unaware of when we went down to Smith's Point was we actually went to William Floyd, a summer residence, which really was about, maybe I want to say 20 minutes away from where our RV camp was. Now, William Floyd, his father actually was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, representing New York at the time. So when he passed away, he left his estate to his younger son, which was also William Floyd. And it was a working plantation at the time, but he actually turned it into a summer residence. So he had a permanent residence. I could be mistaken. I think it was in Babylon, Long Island. So if anyone knows where his permanent residence was, please leave a comment down below. But I'm thinking it was in Babylon. But his summer residence was out in was Mastic Shirley in that area. And you'll see it in the video. It'll be part of this video. You'll see his house. You'll see the grounds. It really is beautiful. And if you're ever out in Eastern Long Island, I would make a trip out there. It really is nice. So we went there. I had a good time there. And I didn't realize that we were literally walking distance along the beach on the probably about 1,000 feet down to our right. There is a memorial that's set up by family members of the 130 people that lost their life on flight TW Flight 800 on July 17th or 16th, July 17th, 1996. At approximately 8:30 at night, 12 minutes right after takeoff, the plane basically exploded in midair and crashed into the Long Island Sound. And there were no survivors. 12 minutes. It's 12 minutes. You're still in the airline. I know me taking off 12 minutes. I'm still excited. I'm getting myself settled, and it must have been so devastating. There were witnesses remember, the campground was there, the RV, so there were witnesses that kind of said that they saw a rocket. They thought it was hit by a missile. It wasn't. They found out, the FBI and the people that did the investigation actually found out that it was a spark that ignited the fuel in the center tank of the airplane and exploded in midair. So that was the cause of the blow up in midair. And the reason why people thought they saw a rocket heading in that direction, when the plane exploded, the front portion of the plane broke off and went down like a missile. Remember, for a couple of minutes, the engines were still running. And remember, they were heading up. So the plane was still going, the back of the plane from the middle of first class to the back was still going up in the air. That's the flame, and the missile kind of looking like it actually was a missile. They were actually watching the plane actually ascend higher for a couple of more minutes before it actually went back down, broke into a million pieces, and landed into the Atlantic Ocean. So I went to go visit that one day when we were at Smith's Point, and it's a very sombering feeling to know that right offshore, 230 people had lost their lives. So you're going to see a video. I have some footage on the memorial on that. There are a lot of deer. I just want to bring attention. If you do decide to go to Smith's Point, now Smith's Point in the summertime is very booked. You have to book way in advance because you're right on the beach. But during the winter and the fall, you could probably get a spot. It's really, really nice during the winter and the fall. The sunsets were beautiful. The sunrises were absolutely beautiful. A lot of deer roam around, and the deer are not afraid. They're not shy. They walk right up to you. They walk around in your RV park, in your space. You'll see videos of deer actually coming to me as I call them. There were a couple of deers right across where I saw other RVs parked, and not that far away. You're talking about 20, 30 feet away where there are other RVs parked, and there are deer walking around. There are dogs walking around with them. I just wanted to keep my distance from the deer because remember, we're still in tick season, and that's how you get Lyme disease. So it is beautiful to watch them. They are beautiful animals. They're so adorable, but you have to be mindful. These animals carry ticks, and ticks will jump off of them and will jump onto you or jump onto your dog, and you will end up getting Lyme disease if you're not careful, and Lyme disease can kill you. So be mindful if you do decide to go to any RV park that have wild animals as far as deer are concerned. Try to enjoy them from a distance. That's the best way. Unless you want to get sick and you want to pet them and take your chances, that's totally up to you. But we decided it was best to see them from afar. So we really did have a really nice time. I'm looking forward to going to Gettysburg. I'm going up to Vermont in about the 22nd or the 21st of November. I'm spending Thanksgiving up in Vermont. And then when I come back from Vermont on the 30th, I'm going to head over to Florida, and I'm going to do some vlogging there with my niece, her fiance, Michael, who is also is a vlogger, and he has a channel on YouTube called Mousepirations. Hopefully I'll meet up with Mike the Bee. These are two gentlemen that I met last time I was in Florida. Mike the Bee has a channel called Mike the Bee. His name is Michael. Mike, I don't know his last name, but he's also on YouTube as Mike the Bee. So I hope to bump into him. I would hope to I really wanted to meet, I want to meet Crystal. There's a woman that I follow on YouTube called Crystal Palace. That's the name of her channel. And everything you want to know about Disney, any kind of vacation, she travels all around the country. Her videos are very educational. She lets you know things, the do's and do nots and stuff like that. I see her in her YouTube videos, and I really would like to meet her as a vlogger and introduce myself. So if you intend to, I'm talking from my point of view, if you intend to either retire or if there's a hobby that you want to do, vlogging, I think, is really a good hobby, because you get to, first of all, you get to learn how to put, I want to say the YouTube videos are like little baby short movies. So you learn how to put things together with editing apps, and there are so many out there that you can do that you can have for free without subscribing, and they give you a lot of help and a lot of content that you can use. And not only that, you get to meet a lot of fascinating people. So far, I've been vlogging for probably, I want to say probably about three to 4 months. And I'm starting to build a little bit of a following. You know, I'm not expecting thousands or millions of people to follow me on YouTube or Instagram. But, you know, who knows? I mean, little by little, you know, I see my YouTube subscribers getting bigger and bigger. So that's a good thing. So again, back to the RV trip. So I just want to just make a point. The last day of the day that we were leaving, we had packed the night before. So all we had to do was hook up the car to the RV. But what happened is, when I got up early in the morning, I'm always the first to get up. I get up like normally about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I go out and watch the sunrise. Really, really nice. I went into the bathroom to do my morning business, not number 2, but number 1. And I flushed the toilet. It did go down, but I always flush it a second time. But when I flushed it a second time, it started to build up the water. So I said, oh my God, we have a clog. Now, normally I drink coffee in the morning because it basically kicks in to help me go, number 2. So I normally have a cup of coffee. I didn't have a cup of coffee, but my biggest fear was I have to tell them two who are still sleeping, because I know when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the bathroom. And I was a little bit paranoid telling them that it was clogged. Tony Grosso I watched a lot of videos in the morning while they were sleeping on how to unclog it, thinking that I could probably fix it myself. Very, very simple to do. My biggest mistake was I did not video it. Tony Grosso just went to Home Depot. We were literally 15 minutes away from stores. He went to Home Depot. He bought this long blue tube that you could move around. We shut off the pump on the RV for the toilet. And what we did was we flushed it one time, stuck the tube down, moved it around 2 or 3 times. It flushed 1, 2, 3. And that's because I was watching a YouTube video on how to do it. So YouTube is very, very helpful. So they did come in handy. So listen, I'm blabbering, blah, 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 blah. What I want to do is I want to just have you come along with me for this little journey. I'm going to show you my trip. I know I could have took a lot more videos of other interesting things, but like I said, this is a learning experience for me, and there are certain times where I forget to pull out my camera or my phone to actually start videoing. But I did get some nice videos and stuff, and this is what I want you guys to follow. I want you to see. So let's get started. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope it helps you in some kind of way. Like, I did put in little things about how to hook up an RV and stuff like that. But also, Smith's Point is absolutely beautiful. And of course, the memorial to the TWA Flight 800 and the William Floyd house. So let's get started. Okay, so we are getting ready to go RVing, and we are here at the RV picking it up. So we're going to be hooking it up in a couple of minutes. We're just preparing to hook it up. Kathy's actually cleaning up the inside, and so let me take you around. Okay, so the first step that we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the hitch, which is this metal piece right here. Okay, there's the ball that's actually going to hold the trailer. Okay, so this is the hitch. Okay, and this portion right here is going to go here. If I can get this off. Okay, so I took off the back piece of the car, which is here. Okay, so this hitch, end of the hitch, which is this piece right here. Again, this is the ball that trailer is going to actually sit on. So this part of the hitch is actually going to get installed into here. So we're going to do that first, and I'll take a little video and show you how that's done. Okay, so I have the hitch installed. Okay, I didn't put the pin in yet because I want to show you where it's going to go. So I don't know if you can see that, but in here the pin goes all the way through, and then you're going to take this other piece, which is this right here, and if you look here, okay, if you look, okay, that little hole in the pin, this pin will go in like that. Okay, you may have to hammer it in. I mean, it is hard, but once it's locked like that, it's locked in. So that's how you put together your hitch. We're all set with this. Now we're going to basically take this truck, and we're going to reverse it, and we're going to back it up into there, and we're going to show you the next step. Okay, so we're backing up the car to the trailer so it meets. Get on that side so you can see how far he has to come. Well, all right, actually stop right there and let us hook up the electric. No?
Well, you got to go a little bit that way, Aunt. Go this way. Look at me in the mirror, Aunt. This is where the thing is. Before you back up, Aunt. Wait, Aunt. This is where it is. Right there. Straight back. Straight. 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 Keep going. Don't turn your wheels. Go straight. Okay.
Down there. Okay, so now we're raising the RV because we want to bring this portion up level to this. Then we'll back this up until this ball catches this.
Now should I back?
Now we're going to back it up so the ball is
a little bit more.
Right there. Right there. Just stay right there. Don't move. And now we're just going to lower it into the ball until it catches.
There you go.
And that's it. Okay, so once your ball is actually secured on the trailer, you want to basically just lock it so it doesn't go anywhere. So invest in a lock. Tony, just push that. There you go. Invest in a lock so this won't open up on you while you're driving. So that's totally hooked up. We have the electric hooked up. Now we're going to hook up everything else, the sway bars, so we'll come back in a sec. So this is a sway bar. Okay, so this actually prevents the RV from swaying, and that's where it gets connected. The round portion is going to get connected here.
Yeah, we
pull this out, and then you'll just push this in, and now we have to now connect the other half to this portion here, and we'll show you that in a sec. Okay, so we put on the sway bar, which is right there, okay, and it connects there. We also connected the chains to the back of the car, one on each side and one on that side. The electric is hooked up. This is locked, so the ball socket, the ball will come out of here. Your electrical is all here. It raises and lowers it. So right now it's sitting on the block of wood, so we're going to raise it up to let the car basically handle the whole load. Okay, so we basically raised the metal bar that was actually holding up the whole RV. So now what we're going to do is make sure you take your piece of wood that you have the RV on and make sure you put it in your camper. I was just freaked out for a second there because I just saw a big ass fucking bug. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't there anymore. Look at that. Look at that big ass bug. Look at that cricket. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a cricket. Ah, right there. Ugh. Okay, so we'll show you what the next step is, but we are basically all hooked up. Now what we got to do is we have to raise these side supports. There are 2 in the back and 2 in the front, and those are done electronically. So there's a button on the side of your RV. Looks just like this. You're going to press it, and you're basically going to let the electric do all the work. Raise this, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Good morning, everyone. It's about 8:30, and we are our first morning at Smith's Point RV Park. It is absolutely beautiful. It is a brisk morning. I am wearing shorts. I'm wearing a hoodie, so you can see that I do have my shorts on. This is the RV that we're staying in. This is our setup. So, yeah, we're gonna go around today. Kathy and Anthony are still in bed. I'm having my cup of coffee, enjoying my morning. It is absolutely surreal. It's like very quiet, very nice RVs as far as the eye can see on both sides, which I'm going to show you. We are literally walking distance to the Flight 800 Memorial that I want to go take a look at. Back in July of 1996, Flight 800 took off from Kennedy Airport on its way to Rome, Italy, and a couple of minutes into flight, it basically exploded in the air, and actually over 220 people lost their lives that day in 1996. And the memorial is literally just up the block. I can actually see the flags of where the memorials are. So I'm going to go take a walk over there today and show you guys. And yeah, that was a sad day. I don't know if they knew the reason why it just exploded. It just exploded in midair, and all people lost their lives. So, yeah, that was a sad day, and I didn't realize that I was actually right up the block from where the memorial is. They set up a nice memorial for the people that actually passed away from about 5 or 6 different countries, maybe even more. But I'll show you what that looks like when I go down there later on this afternoon. But I want to just give you an idea of where I am right now. So I'm actually going to turn the camera around. I'm going to give you a little preview of our setup that we have going on here. So I want to say good morning to everyone, and I'm going to start my day with a nice cup of coffee and show you guys around. So see you in a bit. Okay, so this is our little setup. I'm going to start from back here. So we have one fire pit here that we actually purchased because the last place that we went to, they didn't have a fire pit, so we ended up buying our own. So this is the one that we actually purchased. It folds. It's good for storage for the RV. This is the fire pit that they actually gave you on the campgrounds, which is really, really nice. There's our wood. So we did start a little fire yesterday, as you can see. I love my fires, so I did start one yesterday. So I'm going to pan over, and I'm going to show you our hookups, which we have our electricity hookup right over here. We have our water hookup over here, and we have our sewage is over here. So I'm going to come around the back side of our camper. Okay, so this is the back side. If you can see in that window, that's my little bed right there. So I sleep there. There's also a window on the top level, which is really kind of cool. Okay, so this is our single pop out. I don't know if you can see that, but I can show you better on a side view. So that's the pop out. So that's our living room. This is the front of our trailer. Okay, this is the Ford Expedition that actually took us here. So this is the front of our camp. That's another trailer next to us. So just to give you an idea, there are trailers all lined up along the way. So as far as the eye can see, and right down there in that area right there is where the Flight 800 Memorial is. So we're going to go there and take a look at that later on today. But just to give you an idea, so those are RVs all lined up along the way, and they do go down that way as well. Now over in that section, which is right over here in that section, that's another area, and they have a view of the beach. So the beach is over there. Literally you could walk, it's right there. You can actually see it at night. You can hear the waves crashing. The Atlantic Ocean is out there. So we're going to take a walk over there and show you that. But I wanted to show you our setup, and I did decorate for Halloween, which I thought was kind of cool. So I put a couple of tombstones, beware sign. This is our little, sort of our little sitting area that we sit. I put little ghosts on the ropes that basically kind of spooky. So I'm going to show you what it looks like inside. Okay, this is our portable little hammock. Yeah, that's my shower towel that I'm actually drying. So that's our RV. That's the door to the kitchen. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside, but when they get up. So this is our barbecue, and we have our portable garbage. We have our Weber grill. I did buy Mom. You know how much I love my flowers. That's my cup of coffee. Okay, so this is the tent where we sit inside. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So basically it supports up this way. Okay, and we go inside, and it is nice and comfortable in here. You can sit. Okay, it's really, really nice. Yeah, that's our RV. Okay, so we're going to be heading out today. We're going to be going for breakfast early in the morning. So yeah, I'm going to be doing little videos and little clips on our little vacation that we have going on here. Okay, so like I said, this is basically a test run. This is our second test run on the RV to make sure that we know what we're doing. We know how to hook things up. We know where, how do you turn on the hot water, and how to hook up the electric, how to disconnect your RV from your truck or your pickup or whatever you're pulling it with. So we did very good yesterday. Tony Grosso actually pulled into the spot yesterday. This is the first time that we have a pull-in, a backup, so that you have to back up into your spot. And I think it went really, really well. Like I said before, we're going to be heading over to Flight 800's Memorial, which I can't wait to see. It's a little bit different than Wildwood RV Park. When we went to Wildwood RV Park, there were trees everywhere, a lot of children, and stuff like that. But it was really kind of cozy because you felt like you were in the forest and you were in the woods, and it was really, really nice. This here makes you feel like you are, of course, you are on the beach, because this is an RV park that's literally on the beach. I'm pretty sure it's Shirley Mastic, but it's Smith's Point. A lot of people that come here are basically fishermen. So they come in with their wives. There aren't that many children. I haven't seen that many kids today, or yesterday when we first got here yesterday. So I know there are children here because we did see a couple of them. But it's going to be a nice day. I'm still wearing my shorts. I do have my little fleece on that keeps me warm, but I'm still going to keep my shorts on, because even though oh look, there's a couple of deer walking by right there. Deer run very rampant here. They literally walk up to you. They come up to your RV. They're not afraid of the people that are here, because you have to understand something. The people here are feeding them, and they are so familiar and comfortable with humans that it doesn't frighten them at all. But I honestly believe that you shouldn't be feeding them. I actually think you should leave them alone. If you see them coming over to your RV, I honestly believe you shouldn't be feeding them, because, like I said, they're wild. They're wild, and they should remain in the wild. And they shouldn't be too comfortable with people. But not only that, it's tick and flea season. So it's like you have to be very, very careful. Like I said, they walk right up to your RV. You have to make sure that you tie up your garbage late at night, because they're just like bears. They'll come and they'll smell and whatever. But the only thing that makes me nervous is that it's flea and tick season, and you don't want to end up going back home with Lyme disease. So you really, even though they're cute, you should keep your distance as far as possible. The reason why I feel like you shouldn't really have them come towards your RV area where you're sitting out is because if they walk by or they hang out or whatever, and it's cute, it's really, really nice, but then again, ticks fly off of them, and you're walking around, and who knows, the tick may fly on you, and that's how you get your Lyme disease. So you have to be very mindful of the animals that are roaming around by your RV. So that's another thing. So right now I'm just waiting for Kathy and Anthony to get up. What I may do is I may just take a little stroll on my own and see if I could find the beach area. And there are two deer literally right. I can see them with the eye. And yeah, just have to be careful. This park does allow animals, pets. So you can bring your cat, you can bring your dog. And I see a lot of people walking their animals. So, and like I said, the deer are not afraid of them. Yesterday we drove by a guy, and he had his Labrador laying on the carpet outside his RV, and literally there were 2 or 3 deer that literally were a couple of feet away, but the dog didn't even move, and the deer weren't even afraid. So it's like, it was kind of weird to see that. It's like, if a deer comes close to our RV section, I think I'm going to just try to shoo them away. Like I said, I'm not bringing home any Lyme disease anytime soon. So I'm going to enjoy my cup of coffee, and I am going to just enjoy myself. And I'm going to try to document everything I can today for you guys to see. Again, this is like RVing for beginners, so go home on Monday. So I have about another 3 days here, and then after I go home on Monday, I'm going to be heading up to Vermont for about 2 weeks with Kathy and Anthony there and spent Thanksgiving up in their house in Vermont. And I'm going to be doing a couple of videos there on cooking and on the new jacuzzi that they have installed. So, and this time James is coming with me, so he will be in these videos this time. He's going to be doing the turkey dinner, and I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking. So we're going to be putting some videos together on that. So I'm just keeping my eye out, because again, the deer just walk up on you. You don't even know they're behind you. But yeah, it is absolutely beautiful here. It is chilly, but again, as long as you have a fleece, you can still wear shorts. I'm like in the middle of October. I did bring long pants with me, so I have those just in case it gets really, really cold. I had a great night last night with Tony and Kathy. It was really, really nice. We sat in the area that I'm in now. We had the fire going, so I'm going to do some videos at night also to show you how it looks like when it's all lit up. But yeah, let me go enjoy my coffee. You guys enjoy your day, and we'll continue on with the video. So this is William Floyd. He was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is his colonial home. This is all his property, his land. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful home. It's closed at the moment, off season. So I don't even know if we're allowed to be here, but just wanted to see what it looked like. So let's go through. So you had another little house there. I don't know what that could be. Maybe it's a smokehouse or a meat house, or he had a barn in the back. So this is the side of his home. It must have been so beautiful back in the day. Absolutely gorgeous. The back needs a little work, but picnic table. Yeah, this is all his property. Absolutely beautiful. So you have a back, which is right here. This is the back of the home of William Floyd. I don't know that much history about William Floyd. I do know there's a parkway named after him, William Floyd Parkway. So this is the back of his home, which is right here. Okay, and it does need, to me, it does need a little bit of work. But yeah. So just heard a knock. I'm thinking maybe that was a ghost. Who knows? Could be haunted. Oh, this was also an operating slave plantation. So this is open. Let's see what this is. Okay, so don't know what this is. I don't know if it's even original, but it looks like they stored firewood in here. So that's wild. So hi everybody. Let me hold it on my other phone. Okay, so today is our last day, our last night. Sitting by the fire. Got a fire going. So it's been a nice 4 days. Went to Floyd. Went to Floyd. I think his name is. Actually, first we went to the flight, TWA Flight 800 Memorial, and then we went to William Floyd's house, where his father was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. So we're just sitting here. Tony's out here also. He's listening to the game on the radio. So I just wanted to just do a last vlog. It's my last night here. So this will be the end of the video. I'm going to turn the video camera around so you can see the beautiful night that's ahead. So give me a second and I will turn the camera around. Okay, so that was my trip. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped in some way about learning a little bit about RVing. I hope you enjoyed the TWA 800 Memorial. It really is a sombering experience if you actually go there in person. You sit by the water, you can sit on the beach with the memorial right behind you, and you can just reflect on the lives that were lost there. 230 people gone in an instant. And Yeah, and then also the deer. You saw how the deer walked up to me when I took a a little video. There were three of them like walking up to me, and there are there are hundreds roaming around. So they're free to walk around the whole RV park. So like I said, be mindful when you come across live animals in the wild. They're wild animals. You should not feed them. You really should not feed them. As cute as they are and as curious as they are, they want to come up to you. I know they're looking for food, but believe me, they are surviving. They're eating off of the land. God does provide for them. They don't need people food. People food actually will make them sick, especially I saw people feeding them bread. Yeast is not good for deer. So it's like you really shouldn't feed them. So, and not only that, you start feeding them, they start coming around. It's like a cat. When you put a can of cat food in front of your door because you feel bad for a cat, right away that cat never leaves. And before you know it, has babies. The babies come over, and before you know it, you're infested with them. So don't feed the animals, please. That's another thing. I hope you liked the videos of the camp you saw that we set up for Halloween. When I went down to Florida, and I went to the Wilderness Lodge campgrounds. I don't know, I may be saying that wrong or the area wrong, but there were RVs at the RV park, which is right across the way from Wilderness Lodge. If anyone knows the name exactly of that area, just put it in the comments below. But I did see RVs there, and there were a lot of RVs, a lot of RVs that were decorated for Halloween. And that's what gave me the inspiration to do our RV where we were down in Smith's Point. So that's why you saw the tombstones, you saw the pumpkin, the beware sign. I did a little ghost on the strings. So it was really, really nice, and a lot of people that walked by, they were like, oh my God, how cute. So it's really, really nice. So if you go RVing and you're going towards a time where there's a holiday, whether it's Easter, whether it's Halloween, whether 4th of July, whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, do a little bit of decoration outside your RV. I think it's real. Like you see, I have my little Halloween blanket here. This is my blanket that I put on me when I'm on the couch. My little boo and ghost and skeleton blankets. Oh, it's so scary. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I have another one coming up in Vermont. That's going to be a nice one. We're going to be putting a village together, a Christmas village together in my sister-in-law's living room. We're going to light the fireplace. We're going to put some music on. I'm going to do a lot of cooking from there because she wants me to cook. And my better half is going to be with me this time. And we are going to video everything. And then when I go down to Florida, I'm going to be hanging out with Michael. And hopefully we'll blog together there also. Hang out with my niece, Christine, my niece, Nicole, and and her fiance, Danny. And finally, I get to hang out in Florida with my brother and my sister-in-law, because every time I've gone to Florida and stayed at their place, they were always in New York. Go figure. Well, they were waiting for their house to close. Their house finally closed. They sold. They're gone. They are now full-time Floridians. So now I'll be spending the first 9 days. I'll be hanging out with my brother and my sister-in-law, and I'm pretty sure they want to probably show me a lot of the sights of Florida. But I definitely want to go back to the parks because I have my annual passes and I want to get good use out of those. So I hope they take me to the parks as well. If they don't want to go to the parks, I'm going to go with Christine, Nicole, Danny, and Michael. Or maybe my brother could just drop me off at the gate and I'll be on my own and someone can come pick me up or whatever. But we'll see. So again, please, if you like my video that I just made, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel, because the more people that subscribe, I feel the better that I'm getting. If there are any comments that you want to make on me on how to make a better video, or hints that you may have that you want to give me, maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe you think I should be doing it this way, don't be afraid. Leave a comment. I will take negative comments as well as positive. Sometimes the negative comments actually help me. So if you say, oh my God, you did that wrong, what are you, an idiot? I mean, don't call me an idiot, but I'm just saying, if you can say, well, you should have did this, or you should have added more of that, it'll help me for my next time when I do my next video. So if you like the video that I just put together, please hit the like button. Please, please, please subscribe to my channel. And please share this video if maybe you think somebody else, if there's something in this video that could probably help someone else, or maybe give a little bit of advice to someone else, please share it with them. Also, at the end of all my videos, I say this to everybody, and I truly mean this from my heart. Take care of one another. Peace out, everybody.